Yeah, excuse my appearance. I just got off work.
Everybody showed up except you. Insane, dude. I can't believe I did that shit. My heart was beating.
I had one guy ask me if I wanted to buy like some necklaces, and I said no. Then he offered me marijuana, and I said no. Then he offered me sexual favors, and I said no. I'm like, they don't have anything larger than an XL? Why am I here? And I felt so violated. I was like, somebody was in my house, walked up my
Going through
stairs.
your shit. Welcome to episode 11 of The Brown Couch. This is your host, Smit.
And I'm Zeln.
And today, we got a special episode. We got our fireplace going. It's the holiday season. The best time of the year, you know. Everybody looks forward to it. Plenty of days off coming up. Lots of good stuff coming up.
Looks so good.
Family. It's a little, it hasn't been started in a long time, but you know. It's gonna heat up. Your ass gonna be sweating here in no time, you know.
I'm already sweating.
You nervous? Just kidding. But um, how was your day, bro? What you been up to today?
My day was great. I just worked, which is I have a job, unlike some people think.
It's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday night. We're at 12:30 right now. 1:30. What time is it?
You know.
But it's pretty late. 12:30. You know, we grinding out here. We're trying to make the best of what we can.
Yeah,
Um,
but it was nice. You know, just hustling. How was your day?
but it was interesting, bro. I went rock climbing with Alex. It was wild, bro. I climbed like 2 or 3 stories up on the wall. Oh my God, I've got to show you these videos. I'm gonna post them tomorrow or something. Insane, dude. I can't believe I did that shit. My heart was beating, bro. I haven't had that like adrenaline rush in a long time like that, dude.
I'm scared of heights.
Insane, bro. I can't believe I did that. After like I told him every time after I did that, I was like, I can't believe I just did that. Shit.
Sounds like you overcame some fear.
Yeah, dude, I guess. So like I didn't I was like I told him like there's no way I'm doing that shit. There's no way that's possible. Like especially my first day, you know? And after I did that I was like, bro, I did so much. It's insane I did so much. But I recorded it all, so I got it all on tape, baby.
Nice. You'll have to show me.
Oh yeah.
How was Friendsgiving?
Dude, it was good, man. Everybody showed up except you, but we not mad. We not mad. We not mad. You had stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? You planned that shit in advance. You know what I'm saying? Months in advance. So I'm not mad. I'm just saying everybody showed up. It was good. Everybody, mostly most people brought things. You know, um, people like I appreciate people like actually putting in work and like cooking things. You know, and like showing up. You know. So it was really good. Everybody showed up. It was a really good time, man.
Good.
Um,
I would have shown up with a charcuterie board, so were you really missing out on me not being here?
Even if you didn't bring anything, we were still loving you.
Oh. I wasn't here because I was busy traveling the world.
Yeah, how'd that go, man?
It was fun. I went to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Oh shit, you saying it like that?
Like what?
Puerto Vallarta? How you say it? What you say?
Puerto Vallarta,
Viagra? What?
Mexico. And we went to celebrate a friend's birthday there. It was my first time going to Mexico. Um, and we ate like at some really cool restaurants. There was one time where we got to watch the sunset
Oof.
while we ate on the beach. It was also like my second time being on a beach. Um, the salt water was not fun.
What you mean? Oh, for your hair?
No, like tasting it.
Oh, well, we
The
taste
waves, the waves
it.
were very, very strong. Like you had to fight your way out into the water, and then if you wanted to get out of it, you had to fight your way back onto the
Dude,
land.
the ocean is scary. I think we talked about this
Yeah.
before, but like the ocean is trying to drag you in.
Yeah, I was terrified the entire time. I didn't go further than when my feet, they always had to be touching the sand. And that was even scary for me because there were things that my feet were touching. I had no idea
Bro,
what it
I
was.
hate that.
I was like, is this somebody's rib cage?
Oh my god,
God
dude.
bless.
Nah, I hate touching shit in the water when I'm
Ugh.
walking, bro.
Ugh. As long as it wasn't an animal. But I felt okay because there were so many people in the water. That was like the chances of me being dragged away by something first is like not as high.
Dude, at least you didn't get fucking jelly stung or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Alex. Oh my god, I can't believe that actually happened. I thought
Yeah.
that's the stuff you hear in like the myths.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was always in the back of my mind. Like, I'd be like out in the water just thinking, like, what is going to happen to me right now?
Shit.
And then a wave would take me out. So,
Dude, yeah. That sand is like, it's always shifting, Shifting or whatever. And like, yeah. That beaches are scary, bro. Like, I fuck with it. It's beautiful, but I can only go so far, I can't swim. Like, if I can swim, maybe, but nah.
I can swim kind of. I mean, like, I feel like I could not drown.
Yeah, same, but still, I still don't trust myself at that point. I'm like, I don't know, the ocean's stronger.
Yeah, I mean, you're just like this little ant.
Right.
But I got to see some Mexican drag.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah,
You
that
said you
was
don't usually see, you didn't expect that, right?
no, I didn't. There's like a lot of entertainers there. I mean, they had like walls full of the faces of the entertainers there. It was crazy. I was like, oh, this is festive.
Wow.
There was live dancing on the stages outside. There were fireworks every night. Um, there were sellers, vendors. Well,
What's
I guess they weren't vendors.
sellers?
Yeah, it was like every few minutes you had to basically tell somebody that you didn't want to buy something.
Okay.
They will walk around the beaches trying to sell you sunglasses,
Oh.
jewelry, photos if you want
Oh,
your hair
sellers. Or
braided.
like people
Mhm.
selling stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I had one guy ask me if I wanted to buy like some necklaces, and I said no. Then he offered me marijuana, and I said no. Then he offered me sexual favors, and I said no.
Dude, hold on.
Yeah,
That escalated quickly.
yeah, it
What
was
the fuck?
insane.
Okay,
But
first of all, I'm not buying drugs in a third world country or any
oh,
other country outside of like my own country. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
No,
yeah, it's very.
that shit risky,
That's
bro.
asking for some trouble.
Fuck, buying sex might be easier than fucking buying fucking drugs. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I wouldn't know. But it was fun overall, and I met a friend there. Well, we weren't friends before, but we met there and kind of like, you know.
before you jump into that, tell me how that boat ride went. You said you did.
Oh, so I went on a boat ride. It was 4 hours long. It was
Oof.
bring your own beer, and we got to visit like some of the islands. Um, my friends jumped out of the boat at some point. I stayed on the boat
Oh
because you will
shit,
not
cliff
get
diving
me.
and shit.
Um,
Was that part of the boat ride?
oh, when you saw them jumping off the
Yeah, yeah.
rocks. They like got onto the island and like walked around. There was like this path that they followed, and then at the end, they ended up like on this cliff and jumped into the water. What? No.
Shit,
So
bro.
I just stayed on the boat and took videos,
I
but
would have probably done it, but I would have been scared as shit too.
they all said that they were sore afterwards.
Huh.
Not immediately, but the next day. But that could have been anything because like we were literally on the side of a mountain. So like the roads were very steep.
Like
You
walking
had to
and shit.
climb stairs for like what felt like eternity just to go to, the restaurants and stuff like that. And the heat did not help.
Yeah,
But
I
I got
heard Puerto Vallarta is like really good. It's a good spot compared to like what's the other place that everybody goes for spring break?
Cancun.
Cancun.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to Cancun because
That shit's like washed out. Like it's not cool and it's
yeah,
like it's too party.
yeah, it's like youthful. I feel like Puerto Vallarta was more like um, there was like the scene was older. Everybody seemed like a little more mature and maybe retired.
Scenic, was it more scenic or do you know?
Compared to Cancun, I wouldn't
Yeah,
know,
oh,
but it was
okay.
very scenic.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Now the snaps you've been sending me, bro, is fire. That's why I was like, bro, send me more shit. I want to see this.
Oh,
I want to
okay,
live through you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't know if that was annoying people or
No,
like
dude, I
whatever.
enjoy travel shit, bro. I watch like travel videos all the time.
Mm.
I
Oh, that's
like,
true.
I'll be like, I vicariously live through those travel videos.
What?
Like I love it. I feel like I don't know, like I guess sometimes I like put myself in like people's shoes like very easily. It's like it's not that hard for me.
Yeah. I think the most interesting part, well, the part that made me most excited was the night before I left in the morning. I went to a this place called Blondie's, and they served like smoothies, and I got a coffee smoothie, and they gave me liquid sugar, and I've never had that before. It looked like a shot of vodka. It was just clear, right?
Yeah.
And I added just like maybe half of the shot to the coffee, and it was so sweet. Oh
So
my
it was
God.
liquid, it was liquor, but it was sugar?
No, it was liquid sugar.
Sugar. And you
It,
added that to your
coffee.
alcohol.
No,
Oh,
it
just
was,
to your, okay.
well, there was like a small amount of alcohol in it, probably like Bailey's or something.
Okay, got you, got you.
But it was so sweet.
Mm.
I was like, oh my God, like liquid sugar. Ah.
I feel like I've heard about it before.
I
Oh,
don't know. It was the first time I was like, oh.
yeah.
And my friend was like, oh yeah, like whatever.
How was the drinking scene out there? Like, was it expensive or cheap?
Um, I think it was okay. It wasn't too, no, it wasn't expensive at all. I don't think anything was like very expensive.
Like, how much was a beer, let's say?
Oh, I can't remember the prices for anything.
Were you
My
able to find,
coworkers were asking
were
me
you able
this
to find
earlier.
IPAs out there?
I didn't drink any
Oh,
beer.
just drinking liquor?
Yeah, so I bought my own. I bought my own bottle, and then I would pregame, and then I would go out. That's why I don't remember much of the prices because I was
I
already
got you,
lit.
got you.
Um,
Food? How was food?
oh, the food was delicious. It was very light. I never felt bloated. I never felt, you know, super full. But the portion sizes were fantastic. It was like mostly vegetables,
Okay.
but and eggs, and the meat. It wasn't like overwhelming, the portion sizes of the meat. Um, but a lot of seafood. I had an avocado filled with scrambled eggs,
Oh.
and like it was just wonderful. Yeah.
Weather? How's the weather?
The weather was very humid. It was hot. But like you only felt it if you were outside of the water. So like 90% of the time I was either in a pool or in the
Under an
ocean. Yeah,
umbrella.
or under an umbrella. But I also wanted to get an even tan because I'm not a fan of farmer's tans on me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I bronzed up pretty nicely.
Yeah.
When I take my titties out, everything's the same color. I like that.
All right. Anyways, tell me about this guy you met.
Um, well, he's a gamer,
Did you
and
meet him at the drag show?
no, 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 no. I met him on an app.
No. What up?
I cannot
The
recall.
Mexican
I
grinder?
cannot recall.
Not the Mexican grinder, bro.
But he was so cute, and yeah, he's still like messaging me, and we're playing games. So I think
Hey,
I
I
made
see you liking our shit. Shout out.
I made a new amigo. So if I ever go back to Mexico, then I'll definitely hit him up and see what's going on.
Yeah. You know what's sad? I can literally see everybody liking our shit because like there's like 5 people liking our shit.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany, Whiffany, and don't forget Litany. Oh my god, she's crazy.
Shit. But so are you talking to him still or what's happening?
Yeah, we're still messaging each other. He's cool. He likes anime too, so I
Oh,
like anime, and we both have the same favorite anime.
K-pop? Is he like K-pop?
He said his sister does.
Mm.
So,
Oh my baby. He wants to play fetch.
oh, Bender, give it up for Bender.
He wants
Oh,
he wants to play fetch.
are you?
But so what do you think? Talking about a guy you met like thousands of miles away, would you do like a long distance relationship or?
Ooh, I don't know if I'd be able to handle a long distance relationship. It
Yeah,
would probably have to be like we can do our own things until we would be able to figure something out.
right.
In general, not with this young stud, but yeah, in general. But
Also, do gay folks do long distance relationships? Because I know how
probably not
easy it is.
monogamously.
I know how easy it is for them to like get laid in their town. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But also, like, if you fall in love, you fall in love, right?
yeah. Um. Well, my friend, who is a homosexual male, is actually in the process of moving his boyfriend from Europe to the United States so that they can get married.
Oh shit.
Um, I don't really remember how long that they've been seeing each other. It's got to be like maybe at least a couple years, um, I think. But they met when my friend was touring around in Italy, and his boyfriend, fiance, is I don't know if he lives in Italy, but he's Middle Eastern. So um, they've been trying to figure some things out. They just got some things approved to make it closer to being able to get the ball rolling on that. And so we'll see where it goes.
Damn, bro.
We're already talking about a wedding, and I already sent him some outfits of what I want to wear at his wedding.
Is it gonna be in Europe or America?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, because he wants to go here. He has already got accepted in the OSU.
Oh shit, they're young.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Well, not my friend. He's old as hell.
Oh crap.
Just kidding. He's also a Taurus.
Oh, he's a cradle. What's the word?
Cradle robber.
Cradle.
He's
Cradle.
robbing the cradle.
He's robbing the cradle. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you? Would you do a long distance relationship?
Nah, nah. I can't do it, bro. Nah. There's also like with the Indian community, there's this thing where if Indian folks like try to set up their kids with like a girl from India, then you have to like live a couple of years while you're married and shit, and then you gotta do the paperwork and all that bullshit
No.
till she can come to America. And first of all, I hate paperwork. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that.
You have to read, you have to comprehend.
Yeah, I'm not reading that, bro. No.
It's
You know what I'm
exhausting.
saying? No, dude. So I'm gonna get me an American girl. Nah, but I don't really have a preference, man. Like I said, as long as I connect well, she understands me and I understand her. But I really can't do long distance, man. Like that's just too much work, and I don't have time for that. That's I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
You know.
I understand. Long distance relationships aren't for everybody.
Yeah.
It takes like a lot of dedication, a lot of patience, and
Patience. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
like you have to be able to be like focused on this one person. Like you have to talk to them like every day. Like I think like probably constantly texting. Maybe.
Right. Or like them knowing at least what's happening with your day, right?
Yeah. That would definitely call for like a Snapchat situation. Like send me videos throughout your day like all the time. Now if I'm dating somebody here, um it's not like that. Like we don't have to text every day. I don't
Right.
even have to hear from you for how
Just catch
long.
up. next
Yeah,
week.
because I've most likely just seen you the other day anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I like to see the person that I'm dating at least like 2 or 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's even like a lot. So if you're busy,
Right.
stay busy.
Nah, it's good to give your partner enough space in the beginning, right?
Hmm. You don't want to rush into anything like a lesbian.
Taking shots.
Ooh, shot. Ooh.
Let's go. Cheers. Anyways, let's move on. The next topic is wearing name brand clothing, bro. Do you care? Do you care what kind of clothes you wear? Like,
I'm gonna
right?
walk out the house without my Adidas. No, I'm just playing. No, I don't. I think that name brands are just something that matter to people that are into fashion, and I'm not into fashion, as I am wearing an Adidas shirt with black jeans today. Listen, it was a rough day. Um, but
Do you ever wear sweaters? I don't think I've ever seen you wear a sweater.
no, I don't wear sweaters.
I was gonna ask you to wear a sweater. I'm like, wear a sweater, bro.
I wear a sweater.
All right, next time.
But like it's hard to find good looking sweaters. I mean,
This is a regular sweater. It's not
yeah,
even a good looking. This is a blue simple sweater.
you and Sim quite pull off good sweaters. I think Coley.
Yeah. Oh, bro, everybody wore sweaters for Friendsgiving, dude. That shit was fire.
Oh, see, I would have been the odd girl out. I don't want to be that.
I mean, all the guys. I don't know what the girls were looking good
Oh,
too, but
oh, I have seen Alex in sweaters. I guess I have seen everybody in sweaters. Okay, well, they're not for me. But um, yeah, I don't know. Name brands aren't that great. Usually, I start getting self-conscious over name brand items because they're not my size. They don't create clothings for kings. What about you?
I I I don't care about name brand as long as I find the stuff I like. I have been fucking with Express a lot. They got some fire fucking sweaters.
Express?
Yeah,
What is that?
the brand Express.
Oh, okay.
But like, they got some good stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. It's not that expensive, but it's like it's good. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good quality. Like I've bought sweaters from them like 3, 4 years ago that I still fucking wear.
Do they do like long coats, jackets?
Yeah, all that shit. But I
Oh,
only have
yeah.
sweaters from them, and I bought some suits from them for a wedding I went to recently.
Oh.
Good stuff. Um, yeah, I don't really care about name brands. I'll just honestly, I don't do thrifting. That's not my thing. But I, I'll do H&M or like yeah Express. Sometimes I do Hollister. Hollister is like good workout clothes. I feel like shorts and shit. But I guess I do care about name brands.
You just went down the list. Like I do this, I do that. But
Fuck TJ Maxx though.
yeah,
TJ Maxx sucks, bro.
I always thought TJ Maxx was a Staples.
Dude, swear, bro.
Doesn't TJ Maxx sound like a printer paper place?
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. TJ Maxx fucking sucks so bad. Let me tell you. They be putting their fucking, you know that shit that the companies put to where the stuff gets stolen,
Mm-hmm.
and they will take it off. They'll put it on the fucking collar, and that shit's heavy, bro. That shit's dragging down the goddamn collar.
Mm.
So every time I buy stuff, they took it off. Also, when the person behind the counter takes off let's say the shirt, it's on a hanger, right? This this person pulls off that collar. So it's like she like spreads that shit, bro. She spreads that shit, bro.
Like a cheese ball.
Or whoever it is, bro. They be spreading that shit, dude. Oh my god. They fuck up my collar. I'm like, I don't even want this shit now, but whatever. Hopefully it shrinks back or something. I don't know, but I stopped going to TJ Maxx, bro. They fuck up my shit before it even gets home. You
You
know?
can just iron it or dry clean it.
It doesn't work, bro. Once that shit spread apart, it's spread apart. It don't go back, you know what I'm saying?
Sounds like my mom.
Sounds like my ex.
Bethany, we see you, girl.
Shit. I'm done with stuff fucking buying cheap clothes, bro. I'm not doing it.
Well, I mean, do they have to be name brand to be expensive?
Nope, they don't. I'm just saying, like, some brands just do it better.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know much about name brands.
I know.
Half the stuff that you listed, I was like,
The only thing I know is Express, honestly, and I'm like, they just have done me good for the past whatever years that I had stuff from them. But I don't fuck with anything else. Like H&M's alright too, but Express hasn't let me down yet. So
that's good. H&M is what it sent me into, like a,
H&M's let me down too, but
had like a freaking panic attack in H&M once.
inside of it,
I was like, looking around, and I'm like, they don't have anything larger than an XL? Why am I here?
thank goodness it's cool.
Mm.
Well then, let's just pause it real quick.
Yeah, I need to.
So talking about clothes, have you know how in school they bully you for like the littlest things, like stuff you wear, especially in America, because you can wear like anything you want to school, right? People will judge you off the smallest things. Did you ever get bullied for like the stuff you wore or like anything like that? Or any
Um,
bullying stories you have?
I wouldn't say that I got bullied for the clothes that I wore. My jeans were pretty tight. They still are. It's just something, I'm very confident about my legs. My calves are good.
Oh yeah. People were probably jealous about that, huh?
Well, I mean, you know. But I do have a bullying story.
Yeah.
So I was in sixth grade. No, I was in seventh grade, and there was a kid in my. It wasn't math, and it wasn't study hall. It was something like that, or maybe it was a math class. Anyways, um, so they mixed grades in that class for some reason because it was like a special class, not a special education class. In fact, it was the opposite.
A little autistic.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised. It was like a algebra something class, and so there was these two guys, one that was in my grade and one that was in the eighth grade, and they were friends, and they always would just sit there and like talk, mess, and I would hear them making fun of me for some reason. And probably because there weren't that many people in the class and I was quiet and, big. So eventually got to a point where I told the guidance counselor at the school there, because I was like, can you handle this? Because, first of all, I don't like confrontation. I don't like any of this stuff. Just eliminate the problem so I don't have to make a scene. The first thing that she does is calls him down to the room with me.
Sure.
I'm like, what?
I'm not
Girl, the reason that I even came down here was because I didn't want to talk to him.
It's supposed to be anonymous.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the clubhouse. Club Columbus.
What?
Oh, the bathhouse. You'll learn about that when you figure out your sexuality.
I have figured it out.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, so then she sat there and talked with us, and she was basically like, well, what's the problem here? And like, oh, and he like came around actually. I think that's when he got to figure out who I was, because that was our first time talking to one another instead of him just being a, you know, CUNT. And and from that point on, like, we didn't become friends, but we were civil to each other, and like everything was just cut off.
He had respect for you a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think that he was scared to be in trouble anymore, but he genuinely was like, "Oh, this guy isn't worth making fun of because he's not a bad person.
Right.
So that was like my bullying story because it did take a minute before things got resolved, but finally like I was like yeah, and I just like I said I didn't like confrontation, so I wasn't about to get up and make a scene and blah 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 blah. But that was it. What about yours?
Um, for me, I guess I've always been bullied for like being the skinny guy. It's always easy to pick on the small guy.
Hmm.
But like, cause I'm always just trying to just be myself and like put myself out there. But whenever I guess someone saw that, they'd be like, "Why are you doing this? You're the smaller guy. You don't deserve this. Fuck this shit. Fuck you." I guess I also told you this also happened in India, so it's not just like an American thing. Um, Also, after I came to America, it was the English thing, not speaking proper English, and people picking on me for that, not knowing the right words. It still happens actually. I know that. Um, People don't bully me for it, but people still don't understand what I'm trying to say, and I don't appreciate it. I was telling you a story earlier, and people like they be making faces. I'm like, I'm saying something. You need to listen what I'm saying. And I don't appreciate you making faces at what I'm trying to say or like not taking what I'm saying, taking it in. But I have this one story from eighth grade in Florida.
Oh,
That was the first school I went to in Florida. And we were in gym class. And I'm just trying to take a piss. And I went into a stall to take a piss. And this was like toilet stall, so not like the pissing stall. Okay.
urinal.
Yeah, not so it wasn't a urinal, so it was actually the toilet.
Mm.
But so I was inside the enclosed space. But you know how there's open space below the toilet?
Hmm. Oh,
So
I know about
yeah,
that.
so someone thought it was funny to fucking either it was I think it was water, but I don't know. Someone thought it'd be funny to fucking spray water on my feet acting like it's piss or some shit. Or maybe it was piss. I don't fucking know.
Mm.
But that shit still been stuck to me, bro. Like, I still remember that shit. I was very mad about that. I was not happy, man.
Was it warm?
I don't remember, but
Mm.
um, I still remember this. A few people involved, because there were several people laughing at it, so
Hmm.
it's not just a one person thing.
More people were aware of what was
Yeah,
going on.
and I don't, yeah, I didn't appreciate that. It got better when I moved to probably Virginia. I know people think like Virginia people are pretty like rural, but it was actually pretty nice, man. People there are like really nice to me. I appreciated it. There's obviously mean people here and there, but yeah, it got better. But yeah,
Good.
people always. I guess that's why I work out so much and like try so hard. Sometimes I'm like to become better. I'm like, I'm not trying to be in that position again.
Yeah.
Where someone can fucking pick on me for anything.
You went from frail to snack.
Yeah, and I'm back to like frail again. I feel like I lost like a lot of weight recently, but so I have been sad about that, but I'm getting back. I'll get back. In a way, it's everything's good. I'm happy with my life right now. I'm doing things that I actually respect, like that's been growing respect for myself. Like I think I was telling you earlier where I had a job, but I was like not happy. I was barely doing shit.
Mm.
And I didn't have respect for myself, like, and also not just that, like it didn't affect just me, like just it didn't affect just like me in a way, but like it also like it made me think I was weak, like me not living my to my full potential. I was like, oh, I don't deserve this girl, I don't deserve this person, or something like that. Um, but I think I'm finally in a space where I'm like, oh, okay, I do deserve this, Like, I actually have respect for myself now, like, so I feel better, bro. Like, like, in a way, I still be sad sometimes, but I feel better about myself, I have respect for myself.
Okay. To growth.
Still grow up, baby.
Ooh,
Cheers.
we got there.
But,
I was just thinking about that myself, like, like the past, I want to say just this past month, I started kind of like accepting nice things that people say to me. You know what I mean? Like, I think I mentioned this before when we were either talking or in another podcast, but like accepting compliments.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, if somebody in their eyes thinks like I'm a smart person to talk to, I'm like, no, I'm not. Or
yeah,
or if somebody says like you're really handsome or and stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, you're just being nice, like blah blah blah, blah. Like that's just something that you say to somebody, you know what I mean? But like lately, I'm starting to believe it now because like it's not just a person here or there that's like saying this stuff. Like people are just like, oh, like you're really nice and oh, you look like really good in that, or
yeah,
you're a great worker. So I'm just like, okay, like maybe these things are like, in their opinion, true. So I should just accept that. Like, there's people that would probably see the same thing and be like, whatever. But in somebody else's eyes, I am these things that they're telling me. So I should just take it and, roll with it.
yeah.
Literally roll, because I ain't walking.
In a way, I guess I'm not good at, I'm, so I can't, when friends give me compliments, I don't take it well because I'm like, oh, they're friends. They're just trying to hype me up, you know. But I guess if a stranger says something, I'll notice it, I'll take it in, but then also I'll downplay myself. I'm like, oh, you said this. I'm like, ah, but yeah, but this and that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'll
Yeah.
always be like, oh, they'll be like, oh, you're so strong, but like, not, actually, let's just use an example. Oh, you're so strong, but I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not that strong. I just look that way. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I always like downplay myself. I still do that.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Okay, so we have that kind
Yeah.
of in common.
But when friends give me compliments, for some reason, it's hard for me to take it in. Because I'm like, oh, they're just friends. They're just hyping me up.
Maybe. But the compliments I give you are just from my perspective.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, you know, tell you. No, I mean, like, I do play, like, sometimes, like, oh, like, I don't know, your handwriting is, like, the best I've ever seen. Like, that stuff is, like, exaggerating because who cares about handwriting?
Right.
But when I see that, or I notice that your body's transforming or something like that, then it is noticeable. You know? If I do this, my arms don't do what your arms do. Your arms actually show your progression
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, like, okay. You know what I
Also,
mean?
I guess when I give my friends compliment, like, I am genuine about it. Like, when you drew that anime character, I'm like, that is fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
that's not something I can do that fast. Like, I don't even notice you do that. That was probably like 2 minutes for you, and that would probably take me like a whole hour. you
Oh.
know.
Well, thank you.
I wish you guys could see that, but that shit looks fire.
Well, that's all I used to do in school.
Dude, I tell you, you
Is I
should
would
pursue
just
that a little more if you can, man. Like
I,
anime or like VFX or whatever, like graphic designing or like
well, I told you like when I was in college, like I was going for video game art and animation to make characters.
what made you stop?
Um, just everything being overwhelming.
Just like
I was
life.
working full time. I was
So if
going to
you
school full
so if
time
you're financially stable, you would probably pursue it again.
and single. That
Single.
was another thing. I was supporting somebody. while like trying to get them through their last year of college. It was just like a lot.
So if you're financially stable, so you will have enough money to take care of people around you, right?
It all comes down to money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would do that.
If I had.
So guys, if you just watch this podcast on the regular, he can pursue his dreams, you know? Go fund us.
Help a hoe out.
Shit.
Monetization.
I gotta show you this, like this anime shit.
Oh no! Please don't do it.
Look at this. He drew this shit. He drew this shit in like 2 minutes. I told him to write this, and he drew that shit in no time.
It's a sketch.
That shit is fire. It looks realistic. You know what I'm saying? It looks like an actual anime shit, you know?
Well, thank you.
Bro, like, that's talent, man. That's fucking talent. And it makes me sad when like people don't pursue their talent, bro.
No. Well, I mean,
I know plenty of people that are not doing it. Like they have the time, and there's ways that they can fucking do it. And I'm not saying you. I'm saying like I know people. Dude, it's so easy to put yourself out there. If you have a fucking phone, like if you are singing, if you have a fucking phone, just fucking start singing. You know what I'm saying? Put it out. Put out a video a day. That's all you gotta fucking do.
Yeah.
Stop overthinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I that's all I used to do. Like in school, I would just like quick sketch things all over my homework, all over everything.
Actually, yeah. Bro, just fucking create a fucking page, okay? And just make a sketch and put a sketch out a day.
I could do that.
Put 3 sketches out a day. That's all you gotta do. You don't even need money for that.
Yeah.
Do that, please. I urge you, bro.
I'll try it out.
All right.
I'll try it out. I do have some cute ideas.
All right. Okay. Bro, I would love to see that. But I'm just saying, like, I know people that have so much potential, and it just makes me sad that they rather do other shit that doesn't bring out that potential. You know what I'm saying? That they're too laid back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying like people I know. Like there's like after I don't think this person's watching this podcast anyways. But
Nobody is.
But they were saying they're like, oh, I want to put content out. They're like, I have this idea, let me put this out. But they're like, oh, I'm not sure yet. I'll do it soon. You know what I'm saying? And I still haven't seen them do it. It's been like 2-3 months.
Mm.
You know? And I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, just put it out. It's not that hard.
Right.
Like, if you really want to do it, all you need is a fucking phone. Just sit in front of it.
I think the problem with like a lot of artists or entertainers and all that stuff is that they compare themselves to other things,
Dude.
and then they feel self-defeat.
I tell that to dude. I guess the thing with me is, this is why I hear these stories too much, because like, I'm on the internet too much, right? Like I'm posting my shit all the time, and I guess folks that follow me see me, and I see them like in person, and they'll be like, oh, I want to put stuff out, but I'm like, oh, I don't like this about myself, I don't like this about myself, just like you're saying. And I'm like, dude, don't think about that, man. Just put it out. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting it out for the people that know you. You're putting it out for the people that don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that are gonna follow you. And even if they don't follow you, they're gonna fucking be inspired by you. They're gonna give you business. You know what I'm saying? So like the stuff I've been posting on my business page, I get 3, 4, fucking 5 likes. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I'm still getting business somehow.
Yeah.
There's still people hitting me up in my DMs. They're like, oh, let's shoot. Let's do this. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So there's people seeing it that are not even liking my shit. So don't be scared to fucking put yourself out there, no matter what you think about yourself, no matter what you think people think about yourself. Just fucking put it out there. Just make sure you use the right words that are associated with your shit. And this is why I think our podcast we're gonna take off. It's gonna take time, but we're going to, we're going to be mainstream eventually.
I hope so. Wouldn't it be fun?
I'm just saying, bro. It's about consistency. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what people think it's good. It's about being consistent. It's about the right person seeing it. There's a fucking 8 billion people. There's 8 billion people in this fucking world. There's someone's gonna see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of space. There's plenty of space, man, for everybody. Let's not overthink ourselves, guys. Let's not overthink ourselves. I'm gonna carry you on that fucking on that page, all right, for your anime shit.
All right, let's get it started.
We're gonna get a new we're gonna get a cool name for it. The last topic we have is about being robbed. Have you been robbed?
Yes. Not while I was present, but
When you were present?
nah. So
What do you mean?
so I was with my old dance group. We were preparing for a performance at OSU. We were working on our costumes. We ended up leaving to go to a friend's house because I guess she had like some extra stuff that we could put on our stuff. And we were gone for maybe an hour and a half. We came back to my house and I noticed that my bedroom light was on. It was a lamp that you had to manually turn on. It wasn't a switch. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, maybe Rick went upstairs to use my bathroom because he's used it a couple times when he would come over. And I didn't talk to anybody downstairs yet, right? So I'm like going up the stairs cautiously because I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know. And so I look around, everything's there, and I open my bathroom door. And I'm like, what if somebody's behind the shower curtain?
Oh man.
And I'm like freaking out, right? So I look, nobody's in my tub. And then I come downstairs and they're all talking, and one of the girls is like, what is my tape doing on the floor that was on the windowsill? And that's when we were like, wait a minute, something's fishy. So we go around the house and I realize my PlayStation 3 is gone.
Oh my god.
Also a pair of my shoes. And then my roommate goes upstairs to his room. His entire TV is gone. I'm talking that size.
Oh my god.
That size. And a sack full of quarters that he had.
God damn.
So I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? We go downstairs and like trailed out to my back door is like the USB cord and the power cord to the TV. So when we left the window cracked. And the window was so high up, from outside, you would have to have a running start to even just grapple on, lift yourself up.
Yeah.
And. So the next day, we look around and there's a little bag outside that has somebody's ID in it, some broken headphones, and some other knickknacks. And the ID, I can't remember his first name, but his last name was Pitts. So we dubbed the robber Mr. Pitts.
Brad Pitts? What?
Mr. Pitts. No, he was the guy on the ID was black. So we just dubbed him Mr. Pitts, even though that wasn't his ID. We have no idea who it actually was. So we called the cops, filed a police report. The cop was really nice, thick, tall, Caucasian.
Damn. Can't be good looking around you, bro.
So, and so,
Good thing I'm not.
and so, the cop took it seriously and all that, but nothing ended up ever happening. But it's still an ongoing joke between us. It's like, oh, Mr. Pitts, when he came in, or like if we heard a strange sound, obviously like the house settling or something, we'd be like, Mr. Pitts, get out! And but yeah, that was crazy. Some guy climbed through my climb through my back window with lots of effort because it was not easy getting up there, which is why I left it cracked.
Right.
And that's how I was robbed. And I felt so violated. I was like, somebody was in my house, walked up my
Going
stairs.
through your shit.
Yeah. And luckily they didn't go through anything else because in my top drawer I had some very, huh?
They didn't go through your pennies.
No, in my top drawer I had some very valuable items. My passport, school IDs. I don't own a dildo. I don't need one.
Flashlight.
All I have to do is go to AWOL.
Fucking gay guys, I tell you. So easy for them to get laid. Fuck.
What about you? Have you ever been robbed?
Yeah. Robbed of my virginity. Just kidding.
Let's cut that out. Cancel.
But ninth grade. Let's just say moving to America hasn't been all that fun in the beginning. In the beginning, okay. But ninth grade, bro. We used to live in a motel, right? So we used to work in a motel, and we got free housing there. We could like stay in a room, and that way we could save money on the housing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so I went to the front office to use the computer because we didn't have a computer back then. We used a computer and the internet and all that. And the lady that worked at the front desk, she locked the door and she went to go pick up a client because they had truck drivers come in from like wherever and they had to go pick him up, right? And I was just sitting there with the door locked, and this customer comes. He's like, "Oh, I'm a customer here. Can you renew my key? Because I need to get in the room." I was like, "I know how to renew it. I guess I can open the door and renew it for you." So I open the door, and this person pushes through, bro, and fucking smacks my ass, and looks for the fucking cash register. But apparently, I guess he's like too fucked up or some shit to find it. And like, I'm like, "Oh, the owner's right here." I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. I'm like too panicked myself. And the owner of the manager, I guess, he was also living in the motel, but he had like a bigger space that was right behind the office. So I was like, "Oh, let me knock up." I was like, "Oh, the manager's right here. Let me open the door." I was like, I kind of knew I was getting robbed, but I was like, I guess this was my panic shit that I was doing. I was like knocking on the manager's door, like, "Wake up, wake up, wake up. Someone's like here." And like, that like scared him away, I guess. And he ran away. But yeah, that shit was scary, bro.
Wait, where was this?
This was in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a small town, Whitfield, Virginia.
Don't go there.
But they never found him. I still remember his face kind of, but man, he was definitely on some shit, but he couldn't find the goddamn cash register.
Yeah, I'm super glad that I didn't have to deal with the guy that robbed me.
Dude, I was 14 years old.
Yeah, I mean, either way, like I'm saying, I'm glad that my situation was a little easier.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like it would be different.
That's what you meant by we were in prison.
Yeah, if a guy came in the hotel and then took things and I didn't see him, I'd be like, "Oh wow, that sucks."
Yeah.
But seeing the person, like if I would have pulled the shower curtain back and he was in there, oh my god,
You would have fell to the ground like.
oh, he probably would have killed me.
Right.
Yeah.
Funny, bro. But anyways, on that note, we're gonna call it a night. It's fucking 2:00.
Ugh.
You guys have a good week. We'll catch you on the next one. Happy holidays. I'm your host Smit.
And I'm Zeln.
We'll see you later.